Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. In this video, I'm going to talk about JRNY NFT Club passes going to $100,000 each. And so, first things I want to say is when you ever listen to anybody about investment advice, don't take what anybody says at face value. That includes me, and includes your best friend. Uh, we're all kind of in this for ourselves. You can take information from what other people say and use that to kind of build your own scenario. But always be careful and always draw your own conclusions. And that's probably the best way to go forward in my experience. And so earlier today, I was in our JRNY Club Discord talking to some fellow investors, and the conversation came up about, price predictions, where do we see this asset going, things like that. And I threw out one NFT would be worth approximately $150,000. For this video, it's better a more round number to use $100,000, so I'm going to go with that. But either way, I think both of those are spot on, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got there and why I think that is, and then of course I would appreciate your input to see what you think by the end of this video. Maybe you'll believe me, maybe you won't. So a couple things to consider, also a couple of things to define. And so I want to talk about how JRNY Club passes are traded. So they trade against Ethereum. And so what that means is you can see here that the JRNY Club pass is currently worth 0.34 Ethereum. And that's approximately $700. And so even if JRNY Club goes or stays the same at 0.34, but Ethereum goes up, then JRNY Club passes are going to receive those gains that Ethereum got. If they both go up, then that's essentially kind of double gains. If they both go down, then that's essentially kind of double losses. And so that's one thing that speaks to how in cryptocurrency among these altcoins and NFTs, some of these fantastical gains are achieved is because you have sort of these compound interest terms. And so if the pass goes up a lot while Ethereum goes up a lot, you actually can get quite an increase. Another thing to consider as well is that Ethereum over time, I think, is going to go up dramatically. So over the next, maybe this cycle or the next one, I feel that Ethereum is going to comfortably reach $10,000. Sure, Bitcoin's going to clear 100K at some point. I think Ethereum peaked right around 5,000 this last bull cycle. Basically, every bull cycle we get higher highs. And so I'm comfortable saying, especially for the math in this video, that Ethereum is at some point in this cycle or the next one going to hit $10,000 per Ethereum token. So that's also an important factor to consider when I make this analysis, because some of these things are money over time, if you will. So I'm going to jump right into JRNY Club and a little bit of the historical market data. And so NFTs in general don't have much history, so it makes them particularly hard to analyze. Crypto has several years of data we can look at. NFTs really only got to experience one bull cycle. And even at that, they kind of launched during a bull cycle, most of them. And so they're not very mature. They haven't really had an entire cycle yet. But when JRNY Club launched, you can see here on the screen, this peak over on the left is they had a floor price of approximately 5.5. I want to say the highest JRNY pass sold for 6.5 Ethereum during that time. And so a little bit about JRNY Club when it launched is it didn't have much in terms of to offer investors at the time. It had the NFT launch. It had a lot of hype, behind it. I wouldn't even say a lot. It had some hype behind it, but it just had an overall bull market. And so bull markets are crazy because you'll see everything go to insane prices, whether or not they have any kind of products built out. And so we saw that based on essentially just the factor of a bull market, JRNY Club was able to achieve a price of 6 Ethereum. And now if you go to my math of where I am comfortable one day that Ethereum is going to reach approximately $10,000, well, then I could say that if I would have sold all of my JRNY passes at 6 Ethereum and then held that Ethereum until it reached $10,000, I would have yielded $60,000 per pass. And that's when JRNY Club essentially, didn't have much to offer. It was brand new, only had a bull market. The potential for $60,000 yield from that asset over time was there. And so over the next 2 years, you see we've had this really flat bear market where JRNY Club has just been developing, and that kind of thing. And I want to go into that and talk a little bit about the developments, and then I'll come back and make the argument for future high prices during the next bull market for JRNY Club. So now that JRNY Club is a couple years old, they have this membership platform that's value for investors, this Stardust store that's live, but it's about to have some major updates, is value for investors. Ignis Orbis is an NFT tools, potentially huge here. This is to break into the financial technology. No NFT projects have really done this. They got Planet Zolo, which is incorporating gaming and some comic books and that kind of stuff, another big part of it. Block News is another massive, crypto and NFT news platform. Some major leverage opportunities here and notoriety. The JRNY Collective is something to promote artists in the space, hasn't really been exploited yet. The JRNY Gallery is an in real life gallery in Las Vegas, which is a big deal, hasn't really been exploited yet, but it is live. We have some coming soon things like the parent company for JRNY Club is right around the corner. JRNY Club has a massive position in the other side metaverse and is going to be top 5 for sure, metaverse developers and position in the overall metaverse and reach. And so that's huge. That's in the coming soon box. And so the point of showing you this is not only the evolution of JRNY Club from when they were able to achieve 6 Ethereum floor price when they essentially didn't have any of this, but then now comparing them to where other NFT projects are today, where in a matter of days or weeks, JRNY Club is actually going to catapult themselves into, I would say, the most product-rich NFT company in the entire NFT space, aside from a good competitor of Yuga Labs. And so they should stand apart and essentially be, in my opinion, the number 2 NFT company in the world in terms of products and true valuation that they can offer their investors versus hype and that kind of things. And so now I kind of look at that picture and I'm like, okay, well, last bull run when they didn't have anything, they were able to achieve 6 Ethereum floor price. Then certainly they can achieve at least that. But you can imagine, let's say 10 Ethereum is the floor price I'm going for this video, once all of this has been built out, because everything we see historically in cryptocurrency is that every bull market we set higher highs. So if they had a high of a 6 Ethereum floor price, then a 10 Ethereum floor price statistically should be, very achievable, possibly even if they hadn't developed, just based on the higher highs. But now you've got all of this development and things like that on top of it. And then I always like to look at some other comparisons. Well, has any other projects been able to achieve a 10 Ethereum floor price or 15? And if so, what did they do? What have they done? And I'm going to use Azuki, for example. Azuki, during the bear market, actually for a long period, was able to sustain a floor price of, here we got 11, 13, 12, 14, 15, 16 Ethereum floor price. Not only were they able to hold that for a while, but also during a bear market. And so that just tells me that, yes, a project can, more or less easily achieve a floor price of this nature. And then I look at the Azuki website, and, I'm not knocking Azuki, I'm just based off what I've seen on their main website, is that they have, some good profile pictures. They have a little bit of lore on their website. But beyond that, I actually didn't find any real, valuation behind Azuki, just some artwork. And so it goes back to the argument of, okay, Azuki can sustain a 15 Ethereum floor price with, apparently just hype. Maybe they had some good partners and a good profile picture, but, none of these projects or products that JRNY Club has had built out, over the period. So looking at Azuki, that tells me, yes, this 10 Ethereum floor price is achievable during a bull market because they were able to do it with much less during a bear market. So it is possible. And that's why I like to look at that. So we go back to JRNY Club and I'm like, okay, now we're going to go into this next bull cycle. So historically looking at cryptos, we should have higher highs. They're much more built out than not only themselves, but compared to the entirety of the NFT space, the potential there, they're about to have more to offer than literally every other NFT project, which is extremely understated. And if they realize that through, some reputable partners and good marketing and that kind of stuff, JRNY Club will without a doubt have higher highs. And I think easily, this is my low estimate, achieve a floor price of 10 Ethereum. And so now you have a JRNY pass worth 10 Ethereum. And remember what I said in the beginning, I have no doubt that Ethereum is going to go to $10,000 per Ethereum. Well, there's $100,000 per JRNY pass, which right now costs $700. And so, yeah, those are big numbers. Those are crazy numbers. I understand that people say, well, when you look at it from just $700 to $100,000, those are unrealistic numbers. But in the cryptocurrency space, especially in this NFT space where it's so new and so immature, it's actually very common. And then you look at a project like JRNY Club, who needs to outperform themselves from the previous bull cycle, but on top of that, they're actually going to be outperforming everybody else. That 10 Ethereum floor price is on my very low estimate. And the low estimates for me are most important. I have high side estimates, but when I see a low estimate and once I finally cross that threshold, that's an indicator to me that, hey, I need to be heads up now and I need to start looking in case I want to realize any of those gains. But that's my low estimate. And so don't expect any activity out of me until at least I achieve that. And that's something that has to be dynamic. You have to change your assessment daily based on, whatever the company's doing, this and that. But right now, a 10 Ethereum floor price for JRNY Club in this next bull market, where Ethereum is going to be approximately $10,000. Now I've just turned a $700,000 investment into $100,000. And it's really as simple as that. But aside from doing this, within the NFT space comparison, one other tool I like to use is to look at cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies have, let's say 8 to 10 years of cycles. So at least 2 full mature cycles to look at. And the big thing that I want to look at and show you all with cryptocurrencies is market caps. And so last bull market, all of the top 100 cryptocurrencies had a minimum market cap of $1 billion. And so if you scroll all the way down, I think right now it goes to about 50. So if you look at project number 50, it's got a $1.2 billion market cap. That's all of the top 50 cryptocurrencies. But once we're in the full swing of a bull, according to last year's data, project number 100, which is currently SEI, will have at least a $1 billion market cap. And we also need to remember that these cycles every year set new higher highs. And so now this bull cycle, maybe the number 1 project is going to have, or number 100 project is going to have a $1.3 billion market cap. I don't know. But regardless, at least the top 100 cryptocurrency market caps are going to be of $1 billion. And so now let's look at NFTs. While they don't really have the maturity yet, I can argue, I said earlier, I think JRNY Club's probably the number 2 project in the world. But if you look at JRNY Club and you dive into everything they're doing and assume that they're going to acquire those partners and make those deals, then I think it should be easy to argue that, okay, JRNY Club should be a top 20 NFT. That would be my low side estimate on its position. I think it should be at least number 20 on the NFT ranks. And then if you look at the top, over time, the top 20 or the NFT market caps should become, more comparable to cryptocurrency market caps. So I'm not saying that there's going to be an NFT that's going to reach the market cap of, Bitcoin and Ethereum in the top 10. But if you look at the other 90, well, some of these, like Pepe's a meme coin. I don't know what SEI is. I don't know what a lot of these are, right? I mean, I've heard of them, but they probably don't actually offer that much. And so where JRNY Club is now offering more valuation than, probably most of these top 90 cryptocurrencies, I'm just going to take a low side estimate and say, okay, well, at least those top 20 NFT projects this cycle or next should be comparable to at least the bottom 20 in the top 100, which would put them at approximately a $1 billion market cap. And so if you look at these market cap comparisons over time and in a bull market condition, a $1 billion market cap for an NFT project with 10,000 NFTs, that actually puts that NFT at $100,000 per NFT. Multiply that times 10, you get 1 billion. And so this is another way, completely independent from, you know, its previous or from the NFT market analysis, that you can just do kind of a market cap comparison, and you could assess that, you know what, I believe that, you know, the top 20 NFTs market cap will be, you know, comparable to the bottom 20 in the top 100 of cryptocurrency market caps as NFTs mature and as they go through the same cycles and develop, just like cryptocurrencies had. So there's anyways approximately 2 ways that I arrive at the conclusion that JRNY Club NFTs, which right now are about $700, will yield you at least $100,000 in the next year or 2. And so that's what it is. And that's my low side estimates. You know, I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm not trying to do whatever. These are the numbers that I use and how I arrive at this, so I can use it for my own assessment. So when those times come, I can act accordingly and make the moves that I want to make, you know, to continue to improve my position and my financial strength. So at the end of this video, you guys might think that that's absurd. Maybe you understand it a little bit better on how I get to those numbers, as wild as they might seem. And, you know, at the end of the day, hopefully we can all just make better trading decisions so we can all grow together and so this space can thrive. But anyways, guys, I'd appreciate to know what you think, whether it be nice or not. I don't care. And you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.